And they're
Hi,
practicing their,
Sonia.
yes. Where else do we have people from?
Oh, also another one from wow. I love it. Thank you, Sonia. Welcome.
Oh my
Welcome,
God. So
welcome.
this is the English
I know,
Ecuador.
I love it.
We should just call it the Ecuador English team.
I know, I love it. I love it. Marta, are they from your team too or no?
No, I don't know her.
Oh, okay, okay,
Nice to
Wow.
meet you,
wow.
Sonia.
Okay, you guys live in Quito? Okay, what about you, Sonia? Do you live in Quito too or you live here in the States? In Cuenca. Okay, awesome, awesome.
Awesome. I saw that more people are logging in. Where's everybody else coming from? We have Ecuador in the house that is
I know.
representing. Do we have anything else? We have
I
Miami
know.
here.
Who else is here?
Me and Vero are from here from Miami.
We have Paula, we have Shayla. Welcome everyone. Just if you wanna let us know where you guys from, how long have you been in the business? Are you just here to do some refreshed information or you're just here to start this beautiful journey with us? Ah, okay.
Yes.
You were in Long Island and then now, but you live in Long Island, Sonia? Or hi, Shayla. Welcome, welcome.
Where are you from, Shayla? And we always like starting this to break the ice, but also because it helps us also gear how we're going to take this class. If you guys have already been with the company for a while, if you guys are new, it kind of just helps us kind of know how we're going to lead the class because it's very different from someone who's just starting to someone who has been with the company for a while already. So it really helps us to kind of also know exactly where you guys stand within the company. I'm in
Awesome.
New York,
Shayla
just
is
started with the
mentioning
company.
that she's
Perfect.
in New York. Shayla is mentioning she's in New York and she just
And she
studied.
just
Yeah.
started.
Thank you. Welcome,
Awesome.
Shayla. Welcome. I love it.
Welcome. Yes. All right. Well, we want to start taking it off, babe.
Sure, sure. Let me just they're already recording. Okay, awesome. So let me start sharing the screen.
I'm going to be in the New York and New Jersey area in the end of the month. So I don't know exactly where in New York are you, Shayla, but if you want to stop by, we can meet and, take some pictures and content. It's always fun to meet new people. All right,
Can you see
done.
my screen? Yes.
Yes,
Awesome.
everything looks great.
Perfect. Okay, we're ready to start.
All right, mi Vero, take it off. Oh, you want me to go? Okay,
Yes,
I'll
sure.
start. Good. Awesome. Well, first of all, welcome and thank you so much for taking the time to be on this call with us. Vero and I love doing this class together. Since we did this class together, we're like, oh my God, we are buddy buddies on this class. I think it is an amazing class because we are teaching you how to build your business because that's what we're all here for. We're here for one purpose. Yes, the community is great and everything, but we also want to know how do we make money? Because that's in one way or another, we all started this business for that same reason because we want another source of income. So to Vero and myself, this class is very important and we like sharing our knowledge so you guys could also make this your business. All right. So let's go. The next line. All right. So officially, I want to give you a welcome to the revolution. I've been with the company already for about a year and a half. I started, I'm an international makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist for over 20 years and I needed another source of income. Why? I moved to the city, to Miami, coming originally from Chicago. Things weren't going as I planned. My business started going down and I need another source of income. So then I was like, you know what? What can I do that obviously I'm already doing that people trust me? And pharmacy was introduced to me at first. I was so against it, but sometimes you gotta just go with the flow. And I was like, you know what? What do I have to lose? Nothing. Let me give it a try. And now has become one of the best things that I have done. Now it's actually my full source of income aside from still doing services, but this is what I do full time for the rest of the week when I'm not doing makeup. Okay. So thank you for taking this opportunity to you because maybe you were afraid, maybe you thought you weren't good for this, but let me tell you, we all were there at one point. Okay. So thank you for taking that, for stepping outside the box, for you being on this call, because it could be anywhere else, but you're taking time for your business, for you to grow. And I congratulate you on that. Okay. So, Vero, do you want to say something about your how you started with all this in this
Sure,
industry?
sure. Thank you, my friend Hernan. So, welcome everyone again. I'm Vero Jaramillo. I'm original from Colombia, but have been in Miami for the last 26 years. So, I'm more American than Colombian for sure. I'm going to be like I have been in Colombia for 26 years here in Miami. So, yes, more American than Colombian, but I love it here. I'm a full time mom. I have two beautiful boys, 10 and 13. I'm also a fitness and beauty enthusiast. And I have been with pharmacy for year and a half, for a year and a half, and it has been a wonderful journey. I studied without knowing anything from this industry, no sales, no network marketing, no Instagram, no social media, nothing, zero. I started from zero. I just, when someone presented the opportunity to me, I saw more than a product. I saw something behind that product. And I started to find a purpose in my life. And purpose in my life was for me helping other moms, other women to be the best version of themselves, working from home, being still a present mom. And I just love it. And here, I have been here for a year and a half. I'm already a golden director, ready to go to Turkey in August. Within a month, I will be there. And I just feel so proud of myself, so proud of my team. I have a big team, a huge team in Ecuador. And I know that I hear a lot of the girls here are from Ecuador. And I love Ecuador. It's people that are very hardworking women. So I just love to help others and finding other friends and co-workers like Hernan. We don't belong to the same line, but community is everything in here. Community, when you start finding your community and finding the right people and helping and working together, just always that helping in a team is for that will build teams to help each other to grow. So welcome everyone and hope you enjoy the presentation.
Absolutely. And something about this industry that is amazing. I come from a standard business. Like I was saying before, I'm an international makeup artist. I've been in the industry for 20 years. I have my own cosmetics company. So I knew what it was working with manufacturers. I know what it was dealing with customer service. I knew what it was about starting your own website. I knew all that, like your standard business. But something that makes this industry a little different and a little more rewarding is that we work as a team to grow. You want to grow in this industry? Well, you know what? You have to help others grow. And that's the amazing part about this. And the beautiful thing about being part of the revolution, like Vero was saying, we may not be from the direct line, but we're from one team, just like we all are in this call. And we're here helping each other to grow because we know that in this industry, it's not a one person. It's all about, well, we're going to talk a little more about that, but it's about duplication and about working as a team. And that's what makes this industry even more rewarding. Okay. Well, and just kind of like what I was just saying, I come from a standard business. Here in this type of business, what's amazing, you don't have to have a storefront, you don't have to have employees, and you don't have to have a large investment. Okay. Going back to my story of why I started this was because of that investment. Because when I moved here to Miami, I placed in a very large order to replenish all my products from my own makeup line. And guess what? They lost it. So at the end, I had nothing to sell. And I was like, oh my God, now what am I going to do? Like, literally, I have nothing. I invested all my money, all my income was already like gone because I had just invested it all on products that now were completely gone. I had to get an attorney. I mean, it was a mess. So what did I have to do? I was like, I have to sell something. I need to do something. I can't just stay with my hands crossed in a new city. So that's how I got introduced to it. And you know what? Now I love it because now I don't have to pay overhead. Now I don't have to have inventory in my house because now my investment was, and it was, now it's what, 150 to start, middle, our lowest package. Back
Yeah,
then it was $75.
I remember. Yes.
I started this company with $75. I mean, that's unheard of. You could start a whole business with a small investment of 150. That's the beauty about this kind of business. But what makes it even more juicy, and when we start working with people, is something that my Vero loves talking about, and that is residual income.
I know. So let me tell you a little bit back to my story that I was telling you that I started from zero, knowing anything about network marketing. I just knew they presented me opportunity. I knew the products were good because I was already seeing in social media Gabi Espino and all the influencers selling the product. So I knew that the product was coming from Europe, was coming from Turkey. So I knew the product was like top of the line. So when I started, I say I'm always has been very numeric, and I say if I'm gonna start a business that is gonna be my own business, I need to understand the numbers. I'm like, for sure, if I wanna start growing, if I wanna start ranking directors and my check to start going up, I needed to understand the numbers. So the first month, that's what I did. I started learning the numbers, going to the corporate office with Haido and everyone to say, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I need to understand from A to Z how we make money, how it can help others make the money and understand our compensation plan. So compensation plan, I know it's a lot of numbers, a lot of percentages, but take it easy. Don't overwhelm because I know at the beginning we want to start we want to be like sponges. We want to start from here, from there. No, you start from the beginning, little by little. You know that you already bought your package. Now you're gonna try the product, and then little by little, we already did this past week. We did compensation plan. I'm gonna start doing it. So here I'm just gonna talk a little bit the way we make money in pharmacy. And one of them is our residual income. So I know that when you did the presentation, the business presentation, they were mentioning 10 ways of making money. But we have two that are our main, let's say our main forms of making the money. So number one is direct sales. You buy products at a discount, sell them at catalog price, and you generate the profit right away. That's an active income. You sell, you make the money either through your link or you just to your friends, to your clients, and you make that cash right away. That's direct sales, active income. The money is yours daily. But then we have the residual income. The company also pays you on the volume your organization generates. That's the importance of building a team. Meaning, when you refer people and they sell products, you earn money on that volume. So you're gonna see that little by little, week by week, month by month, your team is gonna start to grow. And you're gonna go to your back office and you're gonna say and wake up and look at your check and your commissions, and boom, you have more money there. You 100, 200, because the residual income starts to grow little by little. It's not something that you build in one day or in 1 week. You build it month by month, week by week. So remember, direct sales is active because it's just the cash flow you have every day or every week, and the residual income, you start building it little by little. This is our GPS, our business GPS. I tell everyone, please print it out, have it with you, have it handy, because in every business presentation, compensation plan, you're gonna see this table. This table is gonna show you the way we make the money. So just see it this way. We go by points. Don't look at it as money, how much dollars you have to sell, or how many people you have to register per month or per week. No, it's by points. More points you have, you start unblocking the percentages. Remember, we start from 0 all the way to 25, and in 25 you become a director. This is something that we go deeper into compensation plan. But for now, I just tell everyone, please print it out because you are gonna need it for sure, and I'm gonna explain you later on how this GPS works. So now, talking about points, I'm gonna explain you how points work. 1 point, of course, each point has a value. So 1 point costs $1.10. So to calculate your points, you're gonna divide the price. In this case, the 149 is our kit for nutrition. You're gonna divide 149 divided by 1.10 equals 135 points. So each person that comes to your team, you're gonna divide the value divided by 1.10, and that's gonna be the points that is gonna add up to your group volume. Back at you, my friend Hernan. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. So, woo. All right. So yeah, so key business rules. Okay. So here is the thing. We always tell people that in order for you to be active and for you to be able to receive your commissions or your residual income, you always have to be active with 125. The thing that me and Vero always talk about is think about your 125 like the keys to your business. If you had an actual brick and mortar store, like here, I'm actually in the streets of Miami, but like if any of these little streets, any stores, in order for you to open that business, you need your key. We consider our 125 points the key to your business because that means that you're taking this serious. It means that you're opening your business and it means that you're ready for your customers. Okay. And not only for your customers, but for your team. Because at least if you're active, your team members also know that you're taking this serious and that you are committed to your business. So our key business rule is to always be at least active with your 125, especially if you're doing this for your business, because you do not want to miss out on your commissions and on your residual income. Okay.
Awesome. Just to mention something for the new persons that are here. Remember, if you only do sales, the sales, of course, through your link is gonna give you the activation that you need. But to be able to get your commissions every month from your team, if you don't have 125, this is United States. We're talking about United States, 75 in South America, Europe. If you don't have your activation, you won't get paid your monthly commissions. Also, something that I tell my team is try to be active the first 5 days of the month, because it's like Hernan was telling you, is the key to your business. It's like you need to pay rent every month when you have like a store or anything. So just open the abundance and prosperity to your month, to your business, and be the example to your team. Because if you're active, if they go to the back office, all your team they're gonna look and say, my leader is in green. She's already giving the example. So everyone is gonna do the same because it's like a culture. Everything you do, your team will follow you in a good way. So that brings, like I say, brings the abundance and prosperity for the month. So I just wanted to mention that.
No, and actually something that I kind of want to add that, Vero, because a lot of people in the beginning with my team used to tell me, Hernando, do I mean I have to start investing every month? And the thing is that I tell them, look at it this way. At this point, and I'm pretty sure Vero does it the same way. Since I've been doing this business and since I've been taking it serious, I have not put in $1 anymore
No.
into products that I've used. Why? Because I'm a product of the product. So, meaning I use these products day in and day out. So, what happens? The minute that we get paid our commission, guess what I put aside instantly?
Right away, me too.
What I'm going to use for my personal use that month. So if I know that I'm going to need my L-carnitine, I know that I'm going to need my aloe glow and my toothpaste. So I take my 125, make my set it aside for the things that I'm going to purchase for that month, and then the rest of my earnings are what I deposit into my bank account. So
But
that
guess what? Also, my friend Aaron, whatever we consume or we buy for ourselves, we get paid by the end of the month.
exactly.
Where do you get that? What store, example, Amazon, what store you go and buy your supplements, your toothpaste, your shampoo, and you pay them and they give you cash back? Nobody. Only for us. So, for example, here in my house, even my kids use the toothpaste. They use the tea tree line for their face. My husband too. So it's like I switch because we're product with the product. I switch everything at home because not only I see the benefit, not only I love the product, and at the same time I get paid at the end of the month.
Correct. And like I said, so those 125 points, once you get paid, like Vito was saying, once you get paid, save those 125 for the next month. And that way it's not coming out of your pocket anymore. It's coming from your own commissions that you earned and won from your own using your own product.
And
Okay.
another tip is if you have everything at home, you don't need anything because you're already stocked up with all the products that you love. Sell, share the link. Start sharing the link to your clients, to your friends, because remember, every time you share your link and you make a sale through your link, two things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to make a profit. You're going to make the 50% profit for whatever you sell. Number two, you're going to add points to your
Your
personal.
PV.
So it's easy. Either you buy for yourself or you share the link.
Exactly.
So, okay, now we continue.
I love how we're always stuck on the 125. I love
I
it. And 3%. So how do you reach 3%? And 3% is magical because that 3% is exactly where Vero was talking about. The pharmacy starts paying you back on what you already started even using on your own self. Okay. So how do you get to 3%? Well, you only have to get to 200 points. The easiest way, if you're doing it, building a team, is by having two people also be active with 125. If you are active and these two people are active, that's already going to put you at 375 points, already giving you over the 200 points. So you will already be active with your 3%. Okay. Now to get to the 6%, we need 400. Okay. And the 400 is by adding another additional person to your team, meaning having three people at 125, then yourself at 125 will give us 500 points, putting you 100 points over already and making you be active with 6%. Okay. Then here it is. If you want to stay at three people and to get to 9% is also have those two people activate two people underneath them. Okay. And this is what we're talking about. This is when you're starting to really build that residual income because now it's not you working on by yourself. Now you're starting to have a team that is that is also helping you bring in points, making your check grow as your percentage starts to grow also. Okay. And then 12. This is where the juice starts flowing into your check account, into your checking. Okay. And here it is. So 12%. How can I get to 12%? It's 900 points. Okay. If we're still keeping it at three people, let's have those 3 people introduce or bring in 2 other business partners. All right. This will put you at 1,000 points, meaning you will be at 12%. Okay. And tell me if it's not true, Vero, but at this point, this is where your check starts to see a little difference and you're starting to be like, okay, I'm kind of liking this.
And
Okay.
and kind
I
of like
start to.
you start to understand how the business works. That is not only you and the people that is direct to you, is because everyone start bringing new people, and suddenly it's like you have a team of 10.
Correct.
And then
Good.
you're making money from everyone in your team. Doesn't have to be a direct line.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So this is the beauty of this business of residual income.
Exactly. This is where you start seeing that little, like you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I have this extra money. But you know what, Vero? I want to be a director. How can I become a director?
Oh my God. So, like, we have 12%, 50%, 18, and 22. And you see everywhere the famous 25% director. You've seen everywhere how to become a director. And of course, that's our goal in this business, how you can become a director. So, how is a director built? To reach directors, we need 5,000 group volume points. Remember, it's by points, no bad dollars. And the most important thing is a director develops leaders. Because when you become a director, means you're already a leader. You already have a team under you. You have already people selling, recruiting, doing business presentation, doing events. Always remember, events brings new people to your team, and you're showing the opportunity, you're showing the community. That's something that we really sell in here, the community, because some people want to be part of something. They just feel they're lost. They don't know how to start, they don't know what to do. But when they find a community and they're part of community, they just love it. So the event brings community. They learn about the products. They try the products, because sometimes people are a little bit skeptical to try something new. But when you have the products there, they're so aesthetic, so beautiful, so nice, and they try, they just love that. So that's a perfect way for you to connect in your city or around other cities. Do events, and that's something very easy. That's something that really helped me to build my director. Of course, having a big team, but at the same time doing events that brought more people into my team. So you're gonna see this image in here. You wanna so is, for example, in this case is me. I already have 5,000 points, and I only have 5 people in my team directly that have been working with them, but each of them already have a team of 3, a team of 2, and that team has more team. So that's the perfect visual to explain residual income. You sell, you earn money. Like I was saying at the beginning, you share the link, you share the catalog in events, or you go to a store, you earn money, your cash flow, daily cash flow. But you plus 5 people sell, you earn more money. Then you plus 5 plus 25 plus 125 people selling is when you start making the residual income. Residual means your work multiplies, and that's when you become a director, because everyone is already training, already doing events, already selling, sharing the link, bringing new people into the team, and building a community. So when you build that community, that team, that's when you become a director. So exponential growth. One bring 5 people. Those 5 each bring 5. How many you have? 25. Those 25 each brings 5. Suddenly you have 125. But then those 125 each bring 5. You will have 625 people in your team. And those 625 each brings 5. You will have 3,125 people in your team. That's why the business can grow so fast, because the growth is exponential. I'm gonna check before you continue how many people I have in my team until today, after a year and a half being in pharmacy. Because it's not only my direct team, it's my direct team plus everyone that has been joining my team in a year and a half. I
Right.
have 1,299 active pharmacy influencers in my team after 1 year and a half. So that's exponential growth. So talking about exponential growth, my friend Aaron is going to explain you about the business wheel.
Yes. And this is what I was talking about in the beginning. This type of business, it's all about duplication. Okay. So this is what the way that we do the business wheel. So first thing is invite. We have to invite people to try our product. We have to invite people to use the product, right? Then from there, we present them the opportunity. Okay. After we present them the opportunity, we close them. Once they close, once we close them, we train them. And then we duplicate it and we do it over and over and over, because this business is all about duplication. Okay. We use and we recommend and we invite. All right. Then from there, we present it. We let people know about it. Okay. We invite them. We close them as customers, as business partners. We train them and we duplicate it. And that's what it's all about. Okay. Elena has a question. Elena, do you want to open your mic and see if you have a question? No? Yes? Maybe? Okay. Well, she opens her mic. I'll go from there. I'll continue going on your first steps. And then if she opens her mic, she could ask us a question. But kind of like I was saying, the first thing that we have to do and when taking steps is obviously use the product. We have to be the product of the product. How are you going to recommend something if you've never used it? It's kind of like what they always say, how can you recommend a movie if you've never watched it? So the same thing goes here. We have to try the products in order for us to recommend it to other people. Okay. And that took 1 and 2. Then number 3, deciding which products are the ones that you connected with the most. In my case, I'm a makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist for 20 years. So for me, it's very easy to sell makeup. Vero was saying that she's a fitness enthusiastic. So what is it going to be easier for her to sell? Probably the fitness, the nutrition. So that's why it's important for us to really try the product so we know what we connect with, what fits us, our lifestyle better. So then it's easier for us to recommend. Because one thing that we have to take into consideration and to really understand is that people don't like to be sold stuff. People don't like that. People don't want the seller, the car seller person across the street trying to sell them stuff all the time. People love recommendations. And if you are a product of the product and you truly are in love with it and truly believe in it, believe me, the way you talk about it, the way you recommend it, it's going to be way more realistic and people are going to trust you more on it. All right. So then the next one is, let's make a list of 50 people. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, 50 people? I don't even know 50 people. I bet you do. Go to your phone and I bet you have more than 50 people in your contact. Okay. Out of those 50 people, I want you to invite 10 of them. Okay. I want you to invite them, and they could be prospects for customers and they could be prospects for business partners, because there's a big difference. And that's one thing that you also have to be very clear on. when you're going through your list. There's going to be people that you're going to be like, you know what? She's going to be great for this business. Or there might be a person that you're going to be like, you know what? She might actually really benefit from this calendula. Or she might really benefit from this reviving shampoo and conditioner. Okay. So it's important that you also understand who you're putting in that list and why are they on that list? Are they there for consumers or are they there for business partners? All right. And then what do? We duplicate the process. Remember that wheel. We go back to that wheel. Okay. We invite, we recommend, and then we train them. And then obviously if they join the business, we do it all over again. Okay.
A quick recommendation here in
Yeah.
these first steps about when you're starting, I recommend everyone to choose 5 products. Don't go crazy with the whole
Yes.
catalog because it's a lot for you and a lot for your clients or customers. So just try to focus in 5 products that you are gonna try, you're gonna learn, you're gonna investigate a little bit more about the product, how they work, how can you recommend the products to others, and then everyone is gonna start seeing you using the product, even for social media, or you go to the gym, or people is gonna start asking you, your skin looks more glowy or your hair looks shinier. So focus on 5 products at the beginning, and then you start from there, and then you start adding up to those 5, and eventually, like us, that we use everything, but start with 5 products. Just go with
Correct.
5 products, and that's my recommendation to start. And then you're gonna see, like, try to look for like the top ones that we sell, or something that you feel that goes with your personality or your lifestyle, that you feel confidence to talk about it, and you're gonna do amazing selling those products.
Absolutely.
So now you have your task for this week. Number 1, list of 50 people, invite 10 prospects, bring at least 5 people to an online business presentation call that actually tomorrow, Wednesday at 8 o'clock, we will have our English business presentation. So I want everyone here to bring at least 5 people to the business presentation and get your first business partner. Sign them up, your first, and we're all gonna congratulate you. I'm gonna be so happy for you.
Absolutely.
Now, directors are not the ones who know the most. They are the ones who believe more, invite more, develop more leaders, and this business rewards the people who persist. Because remember, you don't want to stay in director, you want to keep growing. For growing, you need to develop more leaders. Just do the business wheel. Invite, close them, train them, and not only your direct line. Help all your team to grow, because when the whole team grows is when
You
you
go.
grow.
Exactly. And that's what makes this kind of business amazing because it's not just about you. It's here, it's literally working together in order for a bigger picture. Okay. So maybe today your business starts with only 125 points, like we were talking about, right? But what you're doing here is building freedom. Okay. Now it's 125. Before, like we said, it was $75, 75 points. With that, I opened myself to an opportunity that gave me freedom, financial freedom. It gave me freedom time to actually do other stuff. And it could do the same for you. So that 125 could really make a huge difference. But the most important thing that a lot of people don't have in other network marketing companies is belonging to an organization like the Revolution, because we're here working together. Like me and Vero said in the beginning, we're not direct lines from each other, but you know what? I could always call Vero and ask her, like when I was opening my 2 people in
Ecuador.
Ecuador, in Ecuador, she had the experience. And I'm like, Benito, what do I do? Where do I have to do? What do I have to do? And she walked me step by step, because it's not about who's doing it better, who's doing it more, because you know what? Everybody has their process. But the beautiful thing is that here we're working together as a team. And that's what truly makes this organization very different. I have somebody from my team that came from a different network marketing company. And when she came on board here, she goes like, "Oh my God, Hernan, you guys give everything to us. And I can't believe you guys help each other and you guys keep supporting each other." She goes like, in the other company, it was all about jealousy, about who's doing more. And if she's doing more, I'm gonna take people away from her. And she goes like, and here I see that it's the opposite. And I think that's what makes us completely different. And I think that's what makes us the number one team in the
Yeah.
US.
So, my beautiful people, today your story begins. And there
Yes.
is no limit to what a woman or man can build when they decide to believe in themselves. Here it says woman because when we started Revolution, it was just a few men in the business. But little by little, this community is getting so big, so powerful around the world that more men is joining with their wife or by themselves. So thank you, Hernan, to be here. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions before we go, please write it at the chat. We will be more than happy to help. Remember also, we have this kind of calls every week. Tomorrow we have business presentation at 8 o'clock. Thursday, what we have Thursday? I forgot.
Me!
Oh, okay,
I'll be
yes.
here Thursday.
Yes, Thursday with a special training for skincare.
So if you want to learn more, about the products and how to sell the products, I'll be your person on Thursday.
And then we'll also be doing again compensation plan is for that. I say, don't worry, one day at a time. That's what I say to my team. One day at a time. Welcome everyone. Be successful. Happy to have everyone here. Thank you for joining us at this call. We love to do this call. We have so much engagement. See, we went to 20 people. Thank you so much for the love, for the support. Let me see if we have any questions before we go. No, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, and while Vero's checking and see if there's any questions, like I said, we may not be direct line from you guys, but we are here to support you guys. So if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, please reach out to Vero and I. We love helping you guys out. We love answering any questions. My personal Instagram, so you guys know, Hernan Rivera, Hernan Beauty Coach. You can send me there. Vero, what's yours on?
I'm going to send the chat so everyone. Is everyone here in the English chat already? Can you please press 1 if you are? Okay, I'm going to share both Instagrams for you and me. So, and then also everyone is welcome to share their Instagram. So like that we support each other and we start building a bigger community.
Okay. Love it.
Love it. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Have a great one.
Bye.